back, everyone. We have a lot going on here today. My next guest is my best guest, my longest-running guest ever. I have with me Ted Watkins. He's an enrolled agent. He's been doing this since 1978, and oh my God, he has the sharpest pencil I know. But I want to talk to you. There's right now going a lot on with taxes. I know that you could help people with tax problems. You can help people if they don't have tax problems. But we're in October right now, and there's some deadlines coming up. Go ahead.
Well, it's great to be back. I always enjoy doing the radio show with you, Carol. We are, it's October 10th, and for better or worse, we only have 6 more days until the extensions for your personal tax returns are due.
So this is personal tax returns?
This is personal,
So people sometimes don't pay their personal tax returns either?
Well, no, they
get extensions?
They file an extension, back in April. But you have to pay your taxes, unfortunately, if you owe by April 15th. But you have until 6 months from April 15th to actually file the return itself. So this year, since the 15th is on a Sunday, we actually have 1 extra day.
Which is nice, thanks.
Which is nice. So we have this weekend to work on the returns.
So, Ted, you've been doing this for a long time, and you like to do a lot for your people. What I want you to kind of go about is telling them a little bit about your tax organizer. We're getting to the end of the year, and a lot of people who have either done their taxes or not. This tax organizer is fabulous for everybody to have, and I think the lines should be on fire. So listen up. Go ahead.
Okay, so even if you've done your tax returns for 2016, my tax organizer's on my website, which is tedwatkinsea.com, and it's about 15 pages long, but you don't have to be really intimidated by it because it's kind of a one-size-fits-all. So if you own rental real estate, or if you have your own small business, if you have like an MLM company and you use your home, part of your home for your business, it goes over that. If you've sold stocks and bonds, but then if you just work for a company, it covers all that. But the good thing about it is if you spend maybe like 10 or 15 minutes going over it, you'll find a lot of tax deductions that you may not have been known about that you're entitled to take. For example, a lot of people don't know that you're entitled to take mileage for your medical expenses, like going to doctors, hospitals, the pharmacy, also for charitable contributions. You go to the Salvation Army, the Goodwill, you take your stuff down there, you're actually entitled to take a deduction for the miles that you drive to get there. So there's a lot of, those are just 2 little minor things, but there's a lot of other ones in there, and if you go over it, I think you'll save several $100s in taxes if you just spend a few minutes.
So, okay, what we want to do is open up the line to the audience. Let me let you know what he likes to do. First of all, he's going to give the tax organizer by calling in here. Also, the record retention guide, he says the number 1 question that he gets asked is, how long should I keep certain things?
Yeah, that's the number 1 question I get. So my record retention guide, I believe it's 4 pages. It goes over business and personal, and also documents like wills and deeds, real estate deeds and so forth, how long you need to keep them. So it's actually pretty nice. It's a good resource for you.
I think that everybody should have both of these things for sure in your office, everybody. He also will go back 3 years for you for free. What does that mean?
That's right. So we'll take a look at your last 3 years tax returns. So that would be 14, 15, and 16. That's all the IRS allows us to amend if there's any errors or things you've left out. So I don't charge anything for that. So I'll take a look at those returns. If they look great, I'll tell you that. If it looks like you've missed some things or the returns weren't done correctly, then we would suggest that that you do an amended tax return.
He's also going to give you a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. He's also going to give you a free consultation just to talk to you, and everyone is getting entered in to win a free business or personal tax return. That is about $400 value free to you guys, and he can help anyone in the United States because he's licensed in all 50 states.
That's right. So I'm an enrolled agent. I don't think we really said that. What that means is I'm not an employee of the IRS, but I'm actually licensed by the IRS, so I can help you if you live in all 50 states, like Guam, Puerto Rico, and etc. So you don't have to be a resident of Arizona. I can help you wherever you live or move to or whatever.
And you have helped so many people. You've been on my show for over 7 years. We've been saving
going
7.
On 8 years.
Oh my God, we're going into 8 years. And here's the thing. I know we're live on Facebook. Everybody that's watching, if you know someone or if you yourself need someone, there is nothing nothing like having an enrolled agent do your taxes for you. He's been doing this very long time. He's got the sharpest pencil, like I said, that anyone that I know has, and you can call him, or you can call in here and get all this stuff from us. Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. I just had somebody call me just the other day, and he was calling, and he says to me, I'm looking for Ted Watkins.
Right.
I got a letter from the IRS. And he had heard you like 6 months ago or something like that. I have a lot of people that listen to me for years on this show, and they remember, obviously they hear you, they remember you, and he said, what's that guy's name? I go, Ted Watkins. He goes, that's it.
That's right. So yeah, I've had I've had several people that have waited 3, 4, 5 years to give me a call.
And they always say the same thing.
Yeah, they do, but I wouldn't recommend that, though, because the IRS, even though they're slow, eventually they catch up to you. So you want to get out in front of it, because I can help you, and I can stop them from issuing levies against your wages and your bank accounts. So it's best to be proactive with them and get on top of it.
Ted, when you actually work with them, does it stop all the phone calls, all the letters, and all of that, too?
Once they sign the power of attorney with me, yeah. So it's an IRS power of attorney, so you're not signing your life away.
And tell them how much it is.
Okay, so yeah, I only charge $175 for the power of attorney. So you sign that, and then you don't have to talk to them again if you don't want to. So and once I make contact with them, generally I can get them to stop issuing levies against, like I said, your wages and bank accounts.
So the last time, one of the few times that you were on, I said $175 gives you peace of mind.
There you go.
And it really is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, really, for $175, he will do the work, a little bit of the work, and then you sign it over. And what actually happens? What do people look? What's mostly the times that what happens with people?
Well, most of the people that I work with, if you're working and have a pretty decent job, the IRS is going to make you go on a payment plan. So usually we can get you at least a 60-month payment plan, and in some cases I can get as long as 72 months. Now, but if you're disabled or elderly or just working part-time, a lot of times what I can do is get IRS to put you on what they call currently not collectible. And what that means is you don't have to make a monthly payment to them. Now, unfortunately, the taxes don't go away, but they won't issue any levies against you, and you won't have to make a monthly payment to them.
Now, we've got our lines open here for everyone to get the tax organizer. I think everyone should have it. Everyone. The record retention guide, everyone should have that as well. Use it just for a guide, even if whatever it is, he doesn't mind. He wants to give it to everybody out there. He's going to give you a free Walmart card or a Starbucks card. He's also going to go back for the last 3 years for you for free. He does free consultations, and on top of all of this, he's going to give you entered in to win a free business or personal tax return. So give us a call here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Whether you have issues or not, he's the greatest, and his website is tedwatkinsea.com. You can also call him direct at 602-363-1952 or call 480-707-7670, or just call in here at 602-277-5369, and we're going to give everybody all of these things. Go ahead, Ted.
Okay, well, I just wanted to also say, though, I do a lot of work with people that have tax issues, but we also do a lot of just regular tax returns for people who don't have tax issues. So we can do personal, do a lot of small business. I'm actually working on a couple state tax returns now.
What about in-home based businesses?
We do a lot of that. We have a lot of people that, because of the economy, they've either gotten involved with an MLM, or a lot of companies are actually paying people to work at home now. So a business use of the home is a good deduction for you if you're in that situation. So we can help you with that, and like I say, that's a real good tax deduction for people that are either in MLMs or working at home on a 1099 form. A lot of employers are moving over to that kind of a wage model.
Now, we want everybody to know that he's licensed in all 50 states. He doesn't work for the IRS. He's here for you guys out there. And for $175, if you do have problems, it's going to give you peace of mind. We've got our lines open here, and everyone's going to get the tax organizer, the record retention guide. You're going to get a Walmart card or a Starbucks card. He goes back the last 3 years for you for free, and he's going to give you a free consultation along with getting entered into win a business or personal tax return for 2017, right? So there we go. I'm saying it right?
Yep, that's
good.
right.
I don't know. It's getting up for so many years now.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone's getting entered in to win that too. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check out his website. It's tedwatkinsea.com. I know it's October and you don't think it's the time for this, but you know it is. It's time to get ready now. Give us a call here at 602-277-5369.
If I traded it all.
Welcome back, everyone. We are talking with Ted Watkins. He's been on my show now almost 8 years. We can start saying it that way now. Consistently, that he has helped so many people, and not just here in the Valley, but also all over the country. And that's something that he does help everyone from anywhere. You could check his website out. It's tedwatkinsea.com. You can also call him direct. He will give you a free consultation, and you don't have to have any problems. Just because he's an enrolled agent, he doesn't cost any more money. In fact, he might even be less than some of these big box places that you guys go to. So the phone numbers to call him direct is 602-363-1952 or 480-707-7670. He's been doing this since 1978, and we've got our lines open here, and I believe that there isn't anyone that shouldn't have these. Whether you work with him or not, it doesn't matter. I think everybody should have these, and you know that you're going to end up wanting to because you're going to see what he can save you, and you're going to say, wow, I need to call this guy. So, the tax organizer, everyone should have it. It's like, what, 17, how many pages is it now?
15 pages.
It's 15 pages long with a lot of things that you'll find that you'll be able to get some deductions off that you didn't know that you could get. Also, the record retention guide, that's at least 4 pages long of the things that you need to keep or not keep. Everyone should have it. You're going to get a Walmart card, a Walmart card or a Starbucks card, and either that one, and also he's going to go back for you the last 3 years for free, get a free consultation, and entered in to win a free business or personal tax return for 2017. Our number here, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You said you wanted to talk a little bit about your blog, and I totally forgot about that, and I'm so excited about it for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I just hired a 19-year-old millennial a couple months ago, and she's a bookkeeper and an assistant, and she's kind of bringing me into the 21st century as well.
Nice. I need to meet her.
Yeah, and so I've been haven't really done a blog, and we just started one a couple months ago. And what we're trying to do, though, with it now is I'm trying to write at least one article a day and get it posted on the blog. And she's actually pushed me a little bit and wanting me to do 2, but sometimes that's a little much with all my doing the tax returns and so forth. But what we're trying to do, I mean, tax articles are, will put you to sleep immediately. So we're trying to make them interesting. So, for example, I just wrote one a couple weeks ago about Wesley Snipes' tax situation, and I wrote one about DMX, the rapper, and then I just wrote one about Bill Cosby last week.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, and you might say, well, what does Bill Cosby have to do with taxes? But all of his sexual harassment suits that he's been subject to, there's actually a lot of tax ramifications to those. So you'd be surprised about how tax-oriented it is. But what I'm trying to do is kind of keep them, interesting and kind of human interest-oriented instead of because, if I have to force myself to read tax articles myself, and I've been in the business almost 40 years. So that's what we're doing. And
that's really neat. So it's on tedwatkinsea.com.
Now there's a little tab that says blog on the left side.
So it's just information.
It's just information, but you'll learn. There's a lot of tax information that you'll learn, but it's kind of interesting too.
You might be in the same situation as one of these people.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it. It's not just for celebrities and so forth. There's things that apply to the average taxpayer too.
Sure. So again, that website is tedwatkinsea.com. We've got our lines open here, and I'm going to keep the lines open for everyone to keep on calling throughout the rest of the show to get all of this: the tax organizer, the retention guide, the record retention guide, the Walmart card, the Starbucks card, all the information. Get entered in to win that free business or personal tax return by Ted. There's nothing like having him do your taxes for you. The number here is 602-277-5369, and toll free it's 1-866-536-1100. You also said you had a little bit of a story you wanted to tell.
Well, I haven't had any really interesting cases, except for I did have one where I think I talked about it on a show a couple of weeks ago, where I had a person that's kind of gone from what he kind of told me it was a small tax matter, but now it's gone to where he owes almost $1 million
wow.
taxes. So in a situation...
And he gets 3 years to pay that back or longer?
Yeah. In a situation like that, I mean, hopefully that'll never happen to you, but I do have a number of tax attorneys that I network with in the Valley. In that kind of a situation, I usually work together with a tax attorney. So I can help you, and the IRS is on a big push now. If you owe back payroll taxes, they're starting to indict people criminally for that, because when you don't pay your payroll taxes, if you're a small business, that's actually not your money. So it's kind of, in effect, it's kind of like stealing. So I've done quite a few payroll tax cases over the years, but in the last year or so, I usually I work with it in conjunction with an attorney. But I do have resources like that. So if you have the small tax issue to a big tax issue, I can usually help you out. But
so we were saying before, power of attorney, it's $175 for peace of mind.
There you go. So that's all I require up front. And if the IRS has filed a federal tax lien against you, that's public knowledge, and you'll get inundated with mail and telephone calls. I call them the National Tax Resolution Companies, and they're out of LA and Denver and Miami, most of them. And most of them will want anywhere from $3,500 to, I've heard there's one outfit in LA that wants $18,000 up front just to talk to you. They want you to pull your credit card out or go wire them money. So I don't operate like that. All I do require is the $175. Then we find out exactly where you're at. You may have some back tax returns you need to file, and then we'll figure out what we need to do for you. And then, of course, there are fees, but beyond the $175. But if you choose not to hire me, that's all you're obligated for. And
at least you'll know where you stand. I think that's important.
Yeah, you'll know where you stand, because I get transcripts once I file the power of attorney. I find out how many tax returns you need to file, and I also find out how much you owe broken down by year. So at least for that $175, you know where you're at. And most people that I talk to don't have a clue when the last time they actually filed their tax return, or how much the IRS actually says that they owe.
Wow.
So that's it's a good value for you for only $175. At least you get some peace of mind. At least you know where you're at, and you know what your problem is.
And we've got our lines open here because we have the deadlines coming up, right?
That's right, next Monday.
So it's next Monday for you guys to get all of your taxes done. There's a lot of people that don't pay their taxes, and he can help you with that. He's also can help you if you don't. If you are right up to date, it's just fine too. He does not charge any more money for that.
No, that's right. Just because I have an enrolled agent license and have a lot of experience, you'll find my fees are pretty competitive. Most of the time, they're equal to, and sometimes less than, like H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt and Liberty Tax. And I have a lot more experience, and I go to continuing education every year. And a lot of times, the people working for those just have 2 or 3 weeks of training and that's it.
And there's always somebody looking for Ted. I mean, they'll call me. They'll either call me, they'll go email me, say, "Where's Ted? I need Ted." Don't wait. Do it now. Call here. Get this tax organizer. Just have it to have in your office. Get the record retention guide as well. Just have those in there and look them over. And if it saves you some money, that's a great thing. Also, you're going to get the free Walmart card or the Starbucks card. He's going to go back for you for the last 3 years for free. He does a free consultation. He loves to give and give and give. That's what he's all about. The number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You're also going to get entered in to win a free business or personal tax return for 2017. That's a $400 value, free to you right there. So keep on calling throughout the rest of the show for all of these things. Check him out on his website. His blog has some great, really interesting and knowledgeable articles that you can get some information there. That's TedWatkinsEA.com. What do you want to say to them out there?
Okay, I guess after the filing deadline, what I do for most of the rest of the year is to work with people who are self-employed, or say if you own rental properties and so forth. I work with them to make sure that you've paid in enough taxes, because you have to have paid in at least 90% of what you owe by January 15th of next year. So after the 16th until basically the end of December, that's what I do. I do a lot of that in addition to working with people with tax issues.
I'll tell you, he's got the sharpest pencil. He's the most meticulous person that I know. He will not miss anything. He helps people across the country. Everyone's getting entered in to win all of these things. Keep on calling here at 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Check his new blog out. It's TedWatkinsEA.com.